Hey, what's up guys? Gemini back with another video. Today to talk about we're going to look at Self-Destruction of the Ultimate Warrior. Hey, what's up guys? Gemini back with another video, and I thought in today's video I would kind of explain to you what makes a WWE DVD good to me. So I'll show you a couple DVDs and I'll kind of talk about what pretty much makes a good wrestling DVD for me. So stay tuned, this is going to be a fun video. And if you were wondering about my tongue looking kind of green, it's because I was just eating a green popsicle, George the Animal Steel style. Alright, so what kind of makes a WWE DVD good to me? Like, for instance, we'll start a couple of my favorites. The Best of Monday Nitro and the Goldberg. Now, it's kind of hard to explain. I kind of use, and some people will use a star system, some people will use a rating system or a number system or something like that. I don't do any of that. I do from my gut. I do what I feel. Now, if a DVD is good, I trust my gut, and it's either I get into the DVD or I don't get into it. And so I picked two particular ones that I thought were really good, and two particular ones that I got really into. So sometimes a WWE DVD can be good if it's footage that you remember watching when you were a kid. That's one particular instance. Like, I think this Goldberg DVD to me was really good because I remember watching all those matches when he was a kid. And also sometimes you'll get a WWE DVD, not even so much for the matches, but like the doc, like on the CM Punk DVD. That one was good to me because I felt it on the inside. It's just sometimes you're just your gut. It's either you're into it or you're not into it. And this particular one, you know, where I was reliving all my childhood memories, watching Goldberg spear everyone, and, you know, that one night beat Raven for the U.S. title and beat Hogan and Nash in the same night in July 98 in the Georgia Dome. And that's on this DVD. So I just remember it, and you feel it. You just, it's hard to explain, but it's like you start watching it and you just get caught up in the moment and you just have a great time. You feel it from your gut. And even if everyone else says that, you know, that DVD stinks or whatever, that DVD sucks, if you feel it and from your gut, then it definitely doesn't stink. It's totally cool. Now, I think it was the same thing on the Best of Monday Nitro WCW DVD for me, because growing up, I was always more on the WCW side than the WWE side. I was always pulling for WCW in the ratings war. I always wanted WCW to win and do better than WWE. Not that I'm not a hardcore WWE fan, but always on the WCW side. And there's so many things, so many matches on here that I get to relive when I was a kid. And so when I start watching a DVD like this, you feel it, and it becomes good to you because your heart just is into it and you're into the moment. And I think that's why we all honestly become wrestling fans, to get caught up in that moment. I mean, I can remember this year at WrestleMania being so caught up in the whole Daniel Bryan thing. You just feel it, and that's kind of what makes a WWE DVD good to me, is if I can watch it and get caught up in it. Now, for instance, when the Batista DVD came out this year, and the doc was good. I actually really liked the doc, but I just, with a half hour, I just couldn't get into it. So that one had to be a strikeout. Let me show you some more DVDs that I felt, and it's kind of my measure if it's good or not. It's from the heart, for sure. Okay, so here's another one that I really got caught up in and really got caught up in the story on, For All Mankind. I loved hearing his words. I mean, I can't help it. I just loved hearing him just talk about his career and reflect on his career. And I just got caught up in the moment, and it just became really good to me because I got caught up in the emotion of it all and his emotion and his. Sometimes the WWE DVD becomes good to me when the wrestlers have such a fond recollect of everything that they did in their career. Sometimes that's what captivates me. What gets my juices going on this particular one is when Mankind talks about the infamous fall off the cell in June of '98. Just outstanding stuff. And of course, Legends of Mid-South was another one that I got caught up in, seeing all the historic footage that I had never seen before. It's another thing that just gets your juices going. And then, of course, another good one, Undertaker 20-0, The Streak. Just seeing all his matches in Blu-ray format was just unbelievable to me. I mean, I was such a big fan of the Undertaker streak, so I think I got captivated in a lot of the history of it all. Okay, so to me, what can make a WWE DVD good, whether it be a wrestler telling their history about where they've been and the match they've had, and having like a very profound recollect of all their history, because I'm a wrestling history buff. So when you start talking wrestling history with me, it intrigues me and it gets me more to the DVD, which in turn makes the WWE DVD good to me when I get to hear the wrestler speak of their history, or the match history, or the pay-per-view history. So that's something that can captivate me. Also, a compelling story when I can learn new things about a wrestler. Like, I learned a lot of stuff in the CM Punk DVD, and it was captivating to me to hear his perspective, on his career and whatnot, and things he had been through, and the trials and tribulations, because I never would have known that if it wasn't for the story he told in the CM Punk DVD. Now, the Mankind, being a history buff, wrestling history buff, remembering that infamous fall, and then hearing, of course, the story behind it. So there's several different ways that a wrestling DVD can be good to you, but usually for me it's done through the history, where they've been, everything they've accomplished, and I just stand back a lot of times and I say, wow, that was really an amazing person, and what an amazing career he or she had, and it just gets you going. So that's kind of what makes the WWE DVD good to me. So I'd like to hear you guys' responses on this. Thank you for watching, Gemini.